To box out my mom and dad's rapping, to help me when my grandmother passed. Plus the many times when I was homeless, and the times when I was broke, and this music made a way when I was hopeless. He told me to remember the rain, it'll diminish the pain. Then he told me not to ask him again, cause I know don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth yo, smooth yo. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth yo.
Now here is Jackson Chourio.
San Francisco, the left fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And we're underway in Denver. Swings and misses. 0-2.
The count.
Strike three. Yoshinobu gets the K. Now it's going to be Ted Williams. And that's in there at the knees.
Boog, here's a note on Yamamoto. He won 3 straight Sawamura Awards, the Japanese equivalent of the Cy Young Award, and the last 3 Pacific League Most Valuable Player Awards, which was the first MVP three-peat since Ichiro Suzuki.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Ivan Herrera. That one lifted to left. Ramirez under it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back here with my pal Siggy. And today's starting pitcher, Hayden Smith. What do you have on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
In the air to left center. Rodriguez settles under it. And it's caught for the out. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Struck him out looking. Froze him with a backdoor slider. 2 down, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, David Ortiz. This one smoked out to left. Chourio makes the play, and it's out number 3. Top of the second, and the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Yamamoto back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Next pitch is outside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Ramirez makes the grab. 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And first offering is fouled off. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Up the middle, loves it on the dive from his knees, the throw, and he gets him. Nicely done.
The second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Headed down the line, and that's a foul ball. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. That's strike 3. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. McGwire tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he offered at it.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just misses. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one almost got him. Oh, that one almost gets him again.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Downstairs, and that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Here's the third baseman, Terry Pendleton.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's committed.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the bleachers, out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0. Dives, and he can't hang on. But there's no play. That's an infield single. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Waste no time there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Now at the plate, Stan Musial. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's the second baseman, Dick Allen. Swings through that one, 0-1. 1 out and a runner at second. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. He's in there. And now Richie Ashburn. And that one is inside. Rutschman on third with 2 out. And another ball.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
Out at the plate. They limit the damage here. Back here in Denver, top half of the third inning, Manny Machado up to the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. In time to get him. One away on the strikeout. Here's Freddie Freeman now. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boogie's. Just trying to stay with the plan. And that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Misses. 1-2 to count. And a good eye there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. At the plate, Seiya Suzuki.
The right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-2 is the count.
Just missing there. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Richie Ashburn. Line drive, base hit right field. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ellie Dillon. Rudder takes off. Pitches low.
Counts 1-0.
Throw. Save. That's a stolen base.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
1-1.
Rudder goes again. In the dirt. Ashburn up to third on the wild pitch. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Base hit and a run in to score. The throw into second, hung up in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. Manny Ramirez digs in now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ball 1,
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1-1.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. Now 1
2 balls,
miss.
1 strike.
And that's just foul. Here comes a pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. David Ortiz getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Start of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. On the ground, out to short. De La Cruz. Over to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play. Ted Williams, the next to hit. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Williams goes 6 feet 3 inches. 22 years old. And he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Now the catcher up to hit, Ivan Herrera. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
And there's the strike. High fly ball, right field. Musial should have this one. Squeezes it, and that is that. Back here at Coors Field, and here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. That one misses, and that's ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Outside low, and the count is 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Man at first, nobody out. Terry Pendleton now at the plate. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. McGwire aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Rutschman stands in here, takes ball one low. De La Cruz goes to third for one, and that's all they'll get. Stan Musial will hit next. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. And ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
That misses, and a count 2-1. In the air to left, down the line. Chorio on the run towards the line. Makes the catch. Both runners tagging. Actually, he'll stay put, and there are 2 outs. So up next, Dick Allen rounded out his first time up.
Allen.
Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Yamamoto back to work. Swing and a miss.
Well, these guys, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yoshinobu. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. Misses off the inside. Ball one. And that's downstairs and outside.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
And that is cut on and missed. And a count 2-1. And he swings through that one.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And we're back.